Hello.
Hi.
I forgot the intro.
Can you tell it's been a while since we've done this? I'm Blue, that's Brad.
Yeah, that's the way this works. This isn't about anime anymore either.
No,
No.
definitely not. What even is life anymore?
Yeah, we're a news channel now. Welcome back to the news.
So as per usual, I got nothing.
Politics.
Yes, politics. So the current state of the geopoliticalness of Aincrad is Asuna and Kirito broke it.
And the current state of global affairs surrounding FDA's approval of food products is in the hands of Soma.
I am totally okay with this. There's no way Soma would let that pink sauce fucking fly.
No, the drama around the pink sauce is intense.
Oh my god, that's where I thought you were going for a second, but since you didn't go there,
No.
I had to go
Yeah.
there because my god,
That's
people are
the thing.
fucking stupid.
Yes. I don't understand how condiments aren't FDA regulated.
I think they are.
Are they? Okay, so
Yeah,
that would
like
just look under the rug.
anything sold in the US that is sold like in grocery stores and chains has to go through the FDA.
Okay.
And even shit that's sold online, like, still has to go through the FDA. If you are selling a food product, it has to go through that.
Mm-hmm.
Not only that, but if you're going to at least sell a product, just hear me out. Learn how to fucking spell.
Mm-hmm.
My God. Ugh. I could go off on a whole rant. Like, the cooking part of me is dying. I don't know.
No, I get it. I have good world news, though, that isn't anime related, but it's just good news.
Uh-huh.
So, there's an animal called a monk seal, and I think it was like in 2012, they did a survey of how many there were left in the wild, and it was like 1,200.
Mm-hmm.
And they just did another survey last year, and it's now at like 1,500, which is the first time in like 40 years that it's been over 1,500 in wild population.
Yay!
So, increasing more monk seals, and I think they're Hawaiian seals, which is fun.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
The only good news I have is they're actually releasing the Marin figure again, and I am trying so hard not to spend $170. I want it so badly, but it's $170.
I want it that way.
Tell me why.
'Cause it's an anime figurine.
I mean, you're not wrong. I really want it. I want it so bad.
Yep.
The only other thing though is that the collection is complete.
Which one?
Chainsaw Man.
Ah.
I now officially I can speak. I have all 11 volumes.
Nice.
For now that part 2 of the manga is officially releasing, I think volume 12 is supposed to come out in October.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming that's Japanese market, so we'll probably get it here in like November-ish.
Mm-hmm.
But who knows? We'll see. But I will most likely get that whenever it releases because the shelf is now getting more and more lonely.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
As I fill it up more, it's becoming more lonely. So who knows? Who knows? Anyway, we're doing... Which one did we say we were
My
doing?
Hero.
Yeah, My Hero. World Heroes Mission. Because we're multi-recording. Because I'm going to be out of the fucking country.
He's going on a ship in his favorite shippy ship. Going on a ship.
God. How long has it been since we've sat down to record an episode? It's been a minute.
It's been a minute. And, yep. Ships. Oh, ship. What are we doing? We are watching anime, except we already did that bit, so now we're going to talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, film.
It be a thing that we watched.
It'd be a thing that I actually got to go watch in theaters whenever it released.
Mm.
But then we had a Discord watch party for it on Wednesday.
Mm.
And I got the shitty standard definition, so it looked like shit, so now I'm upset.
Aww.
So now, whenever it releases in high definition, I think it's going to be available for rent the second week of September.
Mm.
I'm going to actually rent it and make sure I get the high definition version. Then we're going to have another Discord watch along because it real bad watching that final fight pixelated.
Oh, yeah. And straight up warning for this movie in particular, more than other of the movies in the My Hero Academia universe. Flashy lights.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Just a tad of the flashy lights. Extra flashy lights was sprinkled in on this one.
Speaking of flashy lights, so since we're recording this one first, this is the one that I'm going to upload tomorrow.
Mm.
So with that being said, flashy lights warning if you go see the new Dragon Ball film, because I went to watch that and I'll be solo recording that here in the next couple of days. So yeah, flashy lights warning if you decide to go see that in theaters, because it is very psychedelic.
Cool. Yeah. Well, not cool depending, but good to know.
Yeah, warnings
Yeah.
are thrown out already, so we're good.
Yeah. Okay. Background. Or die. That works too.
Sorry, I am currently still trying to get over a cold because my immune system is shit.
Yep.
So this has become my life. However, My Hero Academia World Heroes Mission was directed by Kenji Nagasaki, who is the director that has directed everything My Hero related from all 3 of the films and all 5 seasons, going into the 6th season, which is going to be airing from time of date of this episode in about 5 weeks. So October 1st, I'm excited. I'm very excited. Although I am now 100% completely caught up on the manga, the world is going to burn. The world is absolutely going to burn, and I am here for it. So yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to be a fun time.
Yeah.
The music was done by Yuki Hayashi, and of course it was done by Studio Bones, because if anybody else touched this shit, I would be very upset. Because only Studio Bones deserves to have My Hero, and that's just how it is. The release date in Japan was August 6th of 2021, and it has a total runtime of like 100 minutes.
Yeah. It is a PG-13. It's still your regular superpower shonen that it has been up until this point. It has, on my anime list, a score of 7.57 out of 10. On Anime Planet, it has a 4.10 out of 5 or an 8.2 out of 10. So you're sitting at about an 8 to be in the middle, about 7.9, about an 8.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, out of 10. Has a drop rate of 0.28%, which again, take with a huge grain of salt because this is the 3rd film in a long-running series. It's going to be very rare that people are going to drop this because obviously they already know that they like the franchise and it's a movie. So movies have lower drop rates anyways, and movies that are part of a long-running franchise are obviously, like, people will watch them because they like the franchise. They already know what they're getting into. So in my opinion, a 0.28% actually seems a little high.
For a film, it is a little high, but also it's My Hero related. So there's a lot of people that at least probably started it because it's My Hero related. And then may or may not have just decided to click it over to the thing, because I don't know who wouldn't finish this. This was just a lot of fun from start to finish.
Yeah, I will say that it is very My Hero on the nose. I don't think there is anything particularly super special about this film within the My Hero universe. I feel like it's just My Hero. You know,
it's canon.
If you like My Hero, you will like the film. If you're not a huge fan of My Hero, you won't like the film. If
you're a shonen fan,
yeah,
you'll like the film. But if you're not a shonen fan, probably not going to be your cup of tea.
Yeah, I don't think that it's, in my opinion, kind of already giving my feelings away for the film. I don't think it's anything exceptional within the My Hero universe, but I don't think, like if you like the franchise, give it a watch, you know?
So I'm very curious over your thoughts on this, because you haven't seen season 5, am I correct?
No.
So you got some spoilers in
did.
this, technically.
Yeah.
So I'm very curious to hear your thoughts on it, because I didn't think about it until after the fact, and I was like, oh, shit, new powers. And the bad part is this is canon. The characters in the show get a text about this particular mission, like right at the very end of season 5. So technically canon, but I don't think it's manga canon, but it's all kind of messy.
Yeah.
But yeah, very, very interested to hear your thoughts on this. So shall we get into it?
Let's. So spoiler chicken hats on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like that. I feel like it's just kind of, it is part of the franchise, and that's how my feelings are, you know?
So, what do you think about Deku's new powers, though?
I think they're cool, and I want to know how it happens because I don't quite understand it at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking forward to fleshing that out properly. Yeah, don't quite get how that works. We'll be looking forward to finding that out.
Yeah, because I really want to hear your thoughts on it in particular because the film takes place, like I said, it takes place during season 5. However, season 5, Homie does not have control over those powers like he does in the film. So I am very confused.
Okay.
So yeah, very, very interesting because Homie has a good hand on it during this. So we're going to have to cover more of My Hero very, very soon, especially with, season 6 right around the corner because, we need the numbers. We need the clicks.
Yeah, from my perspective as someone who hasn't seen season 5, it doesn't make sense right now. His powers don't make sense because from my understanding of what I have seen up until the end of season 4, he has a strength-based quirk. So seeing him have a kind of manipulation, extra limb / costume like ability doesn't feel like it makes logical sense yet. So I need the context.
Okay, so one really quick question though. Did you see the end credit scene for season 4?
I don't remember.
It was the scene where, like, after the final credits roll, it goes into the extra scene of Deku in bed, and he has a dream where he sees the original holder of All for One, or the original holder of One for All, and then All for One talking, and then he wakes up in a cold sweat with, like, glass shattering and everything, and he's staring at his arm because his quirk auto-activated.
Yes, okay, yeah, I'm with you.
Okay, so everything from that kind of stems off of that, so it pretty much immediately gets into that in season 5, so.
Okay, good to know.
So yeah, I'm in control of the schedule. We're going to do My Hero
Season
very,
5.
very soon.
Sounds good. Yeah. Because right now his quirk just isn't, that section of his quirk doesn't make sense. My overall thoughts for the film, though, are just that I didn't find this film as emotionally manipulative as I have found some previous aspects of My Hero. I find that My Hero can really hit you in the emotional gut. And this one tried to go for it. There's a sibling redemption arc vibe to this film, but I just don't feel like they hit it in a way that I felt the emotion in the same intensity that I have previously throughout this franchise.
So we've both seen season 4, so we can talk about it and spoiler chicken hats are on too, so that's totally fine as well. With the death of Night Eye being what it is in season 4, when that being like the true first hint of, oh shit, people are going to die. That really is kind of like the first true emotional standpoint, and then it's a film. So therefore, they're not going to do too much to kind of upset the balance of things. But with that also being said, you can definitely like expect big things to happen in a film. However, they're not, like I said, they're not going to upset the balance of anything too much. However, out of all 3 My Hero films, this one is definitely my favorite.
Interesting.
Yeah, without any of a shadow of a doubt, because that last fight was sick.
The last fight was really good. I'm really stuck on this, like, I found myself getting a little bit bored at times whilst watching it. And I think what it is that I feel like I've seen a lot of the scenes before throughout the franchise, you know? It's just they've put a new face on it, but the main, like, aspect of it just feels repetitive. And I think I'm getting a little bit tired of I want to smile for everyone that won't stop fighting because they want to protect everyone monologue. I think that's what I'm getting tired of. And I understand that that's like Deku's main character. Like that's the reason why he does everything is because he looks up to All Might and he wants to do all this. But that monologue has just been said every season, every movie, every arc of every second, and I'm tired of it, and I want a new spin on it.
Look, man, you just gotta go beyond plus ultra.
Like but you know what I mean? Like I'm done. I get the point. Message received. Can we have new depth, please?
But he does have new depth. He's got a new quirk.
No, but the quirk isn't emotional depth. Like, he doesn't have a new, like...
Well, it kind of is. You haven't seen the
Okay,
emotional
fair.
depth behind.
Fair, okay. I don't know about the quirk yet.
I get it. But,
yeah.
I threw you into the deep end with like new shit going on, so I apologize.
No, it's fine.
For that,
But,
I
like,
apologize.
But do you get what I mean? Like, the
Yeah,
monologue
no.
is
I
done.
100% get it.
Yeah.
And especially considering us knowing everything we know about My Hero and how much My Hero we've subjected ourselves to over the past like maybe year or so, considering how many times we've rewatched My Hero and we've just seen Deku be a crying, whiny little bitch.
Crying, yeah.
You get my point.
Crying and whiny. It's a good word. I like it. Yeah.
It works. So, but yeah, I 100% get it. So I see where you're going for with it.
Yeah. I think where I'm at with this movie in particular is that I wish that they had emphasized Rhodey's emotions more than Deku's, and I feel like it was almost there. They didn't push it quite far enough. I wanted to see more intensity around the dad's death. I wanted to see more of an emotional build-up with the two of them, so we like got to know his dad more, because his dad was still kind of a figment of our imaginations at this point, you know? So then when he's like sad about his dad's death, which is reasonable, we're kind of like, okay, yeah, but we don't know him, you know?
Yeah, but then we get to watch Rhodey almost die, so we were attached.
But like more. I want more. Less Deku, more Rhodey. Like, come on.
Also, little bitty bird. That was his quirk.
Yeah, that was cute. I did like the bird is his quirk.
100% probably my favorite character out of this whole film.
Yeah.
Also, can we talk about Bakugo just being a total badass for a minute?
Yeah, like Todoroki's gone off drowning somewhere. Bakugo's like, nah, I'm not having that. I'm facing two slicey boys. Like,
so I didn't really pay attention to it whenever I went to go watch this in theaters, but watching through it this time, I'm like, Todoroki has almost the most potential out of all three of our main characters. And homie is getting just drowned.
they're just like, we forgot to write his scene, so we're just gonna have him drown for like 20 minutes.
Then Bakugo's going off like having one of my favorite fights in the whole show. Like that whole entire fight was sick.
Yeah,
I enjoyed that a lot.
Completely impaled and then being like, oh no, I'm actually fine. It's okay.
Which, I mean, I kind of get it because like homie finally defeats those fucking chain claw villains, whatever you want to call them.
Hashtag twinsies.
Yeah, pretty much. And then just collapses.
Yeah.
So I like that. That was like very superhero-y.
Yeah.
So that was cool. I like that.
Yeah. No, I liked that as well.
But then they did my boy Todoroki so
They did him so bad. Especially considering he's half ice and they drown him.
Yeah, like homie has to figure out a way to develop gills.
Yeah, like
if
I don't...
part of your quirk is water-based, get it together.
Yeah.
Or even better,
just
freeze
evaporate.
all of the water around you.
Yeah, and just break your way out. That's what I was like.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, boil it. I don't know. Do something. Don't just drown.
And then he decides to turn the thing into a giant fucking fire monster.
Yeah.
And then obliterates it while it's a fire monster.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
He's
Shit
just
was...
hanging around drowning. Also, did we get like full redemption on Deku being a mass murderer?
We never really got closure on that, no?
Yeah, so like in the public's eye, he still murdered 12 people. Like...
Yeah. Now, we are left to assume that everything is fine and hunky-dory, like Deku got his redemption and all that. Like, we're left to assume, but we never actually get closure. We never get a
news report being like, oh, just kidding, we made him a whoopsie. He's fine.
Yeah, Deku's fine. Everything's fine. Don't worry. The police were actually, which I guess technically you couldn't go like, all right, the police were corrupt, so I don't know. Politics, whenever it comes to shit like that, is just wild.
Yeah, I also feel like this would be a larger international affair if one of your, like, most promising heroes goes to another country and gets accused of mass murder all of a sudden. I feel like there would be a global issue with that. Like, that feels like something that could start a world war, you know?
But it was, because they talked about it being a giant international issue.
Yeah. So, like, is it just like, oh, we're cool now, he can go home, but he's never allowed back in our country. Like, what's the issue? Like, how are we dealing with this? Like,
I don't know. I don't understand politics, but I
is he on a
definitely don't
no-fly
understand
list
politics
now?
in anime.
Yeah.
No, you can always just have Rhodey fly him wherever he needs to go now. That's fine.
Yeah, that's true. Also, something that isn't quite explained. Probably, okay. Yeah, there's just a lot of things that I think you're supposed to just kind of gloss over because you're like, oh, look at the action. Don't worry so much about the plot line.
Pretty much. Also, we've just like pretty much went over the entire climax of the film without explaining the film itself.
True.
So our heroes are all over the world due to a religious cult called Humorize that is totally against quirks.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a recycled thing. Also, there's a huge bit of like slight foreshadowing going throughout all of season 5 over Humorize. It's just little bits here or there. So that's kind of sprinkled in. However, so all of our heroes are all over the world doing shit, trying to stop Humorize. They can't do it. Bomb goes off, sets an entire city of people off, and then they all explode from their quirks just going crazy.
Yeah, that was gross.
Yeah, that was very, very strange.
Yeah.
But also, this is like the most peril I think we've ever seen in my
Yeah.
hero up to this point.
Yeah.
So good job on that. Good job on a lot of peril. That's kind of a good way to set up a film.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I think the most MASH casualties that we've seen in a My Hero setting up to this point.
Yeah, MASH casualties, absolutely.
I can.
I
Look,
feel like
man,
that was a fitting Freudian slip, though.
it really was.
Because they
Because
kind
quite
of
a
were.
bit of people got mad.
Yeah, they were MASH casualties.
God, you can tell I'm sick. Anyway, everything's fine.
Yeah, religious cults are interesting and a fun concept for a film. Death, destruction, they kind of, like, we get a sprinkling of All Might. We also get Mora Endeavor being number one hero and kind of pouty. The teachers of the school being heroes, as I assume class is out. Vacation? I don't know.
No, this is their work studies.
Oh, cool.
Again, this all takes place in season 5, so you have no clue about the work
Sure.
studies.
Yeah, that works. That's fine.
So, all right, in the middle of season 5, because season 5 is split up into 2 arcs. You have the work agency arc, then you have the My Villain Academia arc.
Okay.
So the whole first half of season 5 is centered around Deku, Bakugo, and Todoroki going to work for Endeavor to do their work studies, and then the last half is all focused on the villains, which was cool. I enjoyed that. So yeah, they're off working with Endeavor, and that's how they end up with Endeavor working on that particular Humorize case.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to say about the film, to be honest. I feel like I kind of said my piece.
So yeah, they're hanging out with.
I'm
I was
like,
gonna
I'm
try
trying
to
to-
finish getting through the plot.
I know, but like that's the thing is like the plot feels like it's already been done. But I think that's why I'm like I don't have much to say, is because I feel like I've watched this movie before I watched the movie.
I kind of get it, but at least the animation was cool.
Animation's good, yeah.
Animation was very good. I like how Studio Bones does their destructible environment. It's done very well. I like how things like turn into blocks and then just explode.
Yeah.
Also, the villains in this film had some pretty cool fucking quirks.
Agreed. We did get to see some new interesting quirks. I really like seeing the like other quirks, if you know what I mean, like not like necessarily the villains or the heroes, but like kind of the random side quirks that just kind of exist in the My Hero universe. Those are like my favorite things to look for.
Yeah, I can 100% see that. Like, even some of the cult people's quirks were kind of interesting to see.
Yeah.
Like, especially the twins with, like, the razor-sharp claws. Those were cool. Then one of the main villains, she was an archer with, like, tracking arrows.
Yeah.
That shit was kind of cool. And then you got dude who has an obsession with shrinking and growing balls.
Yeah.
I phrased that exactly how I meant to.
Yeah.
And then our main villain who can reflect everything, which is that's broken as shit.
He's just a mirror, also a genie. He's kind of like combine Snow White's mirror on the wall, mirror dude, with Aladdin's genie.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
That's about accurate.
He's also just pouting. Like, that's the reason why he's doing all of this, is because he's having a temper tantrum.
It really is. Nobody can touch me. I can't feel love. So since my quirk is making me sad, I'm gonna destroy all of the quirks.
Yeah, I'm gonna destroy the world, except those select few that I've chosen to live with me in the new world. It's very, I didn't get enough love as a child.
Although I've seen people get upset and try to conquer the world for less.
True. Fair. Yeah,
You know what he should have gotten?
yeah, what?
Fairy godparents.
Honestly.
Homie was so sad. They should have given him one.
Yeah.
Or two. Cosmo and
Cosmo
Wanda.
and Wanda.
Yeah, they'd both be fine.
Yeah. Where they at? Deku's kind of like Cosmo.
Kind of, sort of. So who would be Wanda? Bakugo.
I was gonna say Uraraka because she's pink.
Yeah, but her hair's not pink.
No.
It would have to be the acid chick whose name I can't remember.
Acid chick works.
Yeah, that's fine.
Pepto-Bismol.
Yeah, that's fine. Could be Todoroki because white and red make pink, so.
They do.
So yeah, Deku and Todoroki or Cosmo and Wanda confirmed. Oh. But okay, let's talk about that final fight between Deku and Flecked because that ending was just so good.
Mm.
The United States of World Smash.
I laughed out loud when that's what he screamed out. I'm sorry, I thought it was so funny.
I mean, I got a kick out of it too, but I really love the callback to season 3.
Yeah.
For All Might. Like, that was sick. Also, how did Deku not fuck up his limbs with that? I gotta know.
He did have one purple arm.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, at the very end, when he's like holding Rhodey, he had a purple arm.
No, it wasn't.
I swore it was.
Canonically, he can't have that. If he breaks his arm again, he's fucked.
I swore he had maybe it was his scar, but I swore he had a
Yeah,
purple
because
arm.
whenever you see him, like, halfway through, whenever he's in the barn with Rhodey and he's trying to, like, patch himself up, like, they definitely animated, like, the outside of his right arm, like, red, just to, like, emphasize the scars, even though the scars on his hands are perfectly fine. I don't understand that, but that's not...
Well, that's the one arm that he wears, like, the black sleeve arm.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So yeah, I didn't see that, so I'm just gonna go with you're off your rocker today.
Sure, I could be off that most of the time.
All of the time for both of us.
I'm actually not in a rocking chair, I'm in a swivel chair.
But does the chair rock back and forth?
No, so...
So you're telling me it doesn't lean back at all. It is just as stiff as a board.
It's as stiff as... well, it does lean back a little if you push. But
So
like,
it's a rocking chair. It's a rocking chair.
It's not on a... It's... but I'm off, so I'm sitting in it. I don't know what.
All right, what do you give it?
I feel like this is a very short episode. We're like, oh yeah, My Hero, exactly the same as we've always spoken about with My Hero. Nothing has changed. I don't know. I enjoyed it. It was a good time. I got a little bored at times, and I'm really tired of that monologue. Like, I get it. You like to smile at people while you beat them up. It's fine. I'm at like a 7.
That's harder than I thought you were gonna give it, if I'm being honest.
I feel like I'm being generous in my brain. I feel like My Hero kind of has one of those like leeway. I was gonna say personalities. It's got like a. I give it extra, and I don't know why, but I feel like bad if I don't, and I don't know what's making. Oh, I just like sorry, PC, you're fine. I need to put the pen down. I'm hitting things with it. I don't know why I feel like I need to give My Hero more than more than I think I should. You know what I mean? I feel like I rate it higher than I actually feel.
That's understandable. I get it.
Yeah. I get that it's so beloved. I think that's why I want to give it more, is because I understand that it's so loved and people really love it. I was just like left kind of like, okay, yeah, another My Hero film, yay, you know, at the end of this film, as opposed to like, oh my god, that was sick, you know?
I kind of get it.
Yeah. Maybe it's because I didn't see it in cinemas and I haven't seen the season beforehand, so I don't get the full context. But I do still feel like I've seen this before. Like, I feel like a lot of it's redundant.
Yeah, I kind of get it. I do.
Yeah. Your thoughts?
8.5.
Okay.
Soundtrack was good. The fight scenes were excellent. Especially those last 3, except for Todoroki. They did my boy wrong.
Mm-hmm.
If they had let Todoroki had a better fight, I probably would have given it a 9. I don't even
love
remember.
that he was just drowning for 20 minutes. Like, that's hilarious.
He really was. Every time you cut back to him, he's like,
Still drowning.
I'm about to pass out. And then he sees the light and he's like, ugh, we're about to get drained. Falls out and then just obliterates.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. It was still a really fun time.
It is fun.
I like the story that was told. It was a nice little side quest for a main RPG.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, overall, it was good. It was enjoyable. And like I said, epic fight scenes. Fight scenes is the reason why I'm rating it so high. If it didn't have those cool fight scenes, if we didn't get to see Deku just absolutely obliterate the dude with callbacks to seasons 3 and 4, probably wouldn't have been as high on it. But I had a great time. It was enjoyable. I can't wait to actually watch it in HD and watch it dubbed.
Yeah, I feel like that's I don't know. It feels like it's a very much a watch with friends and have a good time, or go see it in the movie theater and have a good time, or like it's one of those like shoot 'em up party films. Like you can switch your brain off and just watch and it's fun. And there's nothing wrong with those kinds of films. That's just what it is. You don't watch it for anything special.
Watching it in a sold-out theater in Knoxville with a bunch of other weebs after getting sushi and then listening to everybody cheer as Deku gets off the United States of World Smash was awesome. So
yeah,
that might be another reason why I'm so high on
Canadian
it.
/ English, so I'm like I have a thing against America. Like it's just like I'm not allowed to like America.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. No, what is it? Oh, one thing that did make me laugh is the United States of World Smash just reminds me of like the American World Series or whatever it is, and it's like only America plays in it, and it just makes me laugh a lot.
So on the flip side of that, though, the Little League World Series actually has like teams from other countries that play in it.
Okay, fair. Little League World Series is fine. The World Series, though? Come on, dude. You're all American. It's not world.
Look, I ain't saying shit. My boys won the World Series last year and have a chance of winning the World Series this year, so I ain't saying shit. I ain't bad-mouthing the World Series.
I will. I don't get it.
You have at it.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
I will be the voice of reason.
I think it's dumb. Anyway, and that made me laugh as well, because the United States of World, whatever it is, Smash, is hilarious because of that. So, that made me giggle. Anyway.
It's fine. Although, I really would have preferred just a United States of Smash, just as a true callback to All Might's fight with All for One.
The United States smashes the world.
Sure, whatever.
Smash the world, specifically the United States.
Yeah, it's fine.
The United States of Smash is the world.
Detroit, United States of Smash.
The world.
Chicago, Smash. Delaware, Smash. I don't know. There's a lot of Smash.
Alabama, Arkansas. Those are the only two. Alaska, Smash.
Should we wrap up this episode
Yes,
before we get off the rails anymore?
Yeah. I think we were off the rails a long time ago.
It's fine. It's fine. This was only a 37-minute long episode.
I don't
it's fine.
understand where we went today. We were like, we need to record 2 movies. We need to record 2 whole movies in 20 minutes. What am I talking about?
We have to record 2 episodes in 2 hours because I gotta go play party games because I forgot I double booked myself.
Yeah. And we ended up being like, okay, time crunch, go. Thoughts. Get them out of your brain. Your mouth won't work, though.
I mean, it's been 2 weeks since we've recorded. I think we've lost all sense of whatever structure we actually had. We didn't even banter about our lives in this episode, but that's okay. Come back next week or the week after for the actual bantering about our lives.
We don't have lives or banter. See you next week.
Yeah. So thank you all so much for listening. Blue and I greatly appreciate it. Next week we got either Shikimori's Not Just a Cutie or Dragon Ball Superheroes, whichever one I decide to put where.
And whichever one it isn't will be next week.
Yeah. And then we'll be back on some sort of normal schedule because Blue will be back in school and I will be working a metric shit ton because we're losing the other guy that's working with us potentially. So I'm going to be putting in a shit ton of overtime.
Yeah, you gotta put a bell on him so you can find him later.
Oh, if only it worked that way.
Yep.
We have things you can check out, like a YouTube channel where I'm making new fancy videos and thumbnails. You can find that at youtube.com/BnB Anime. We're
Brad
also
on Twitch. Haha, I cut you off. Screw you. You can find Brad on Twitch at Bradcaster Gaming. You can also find him on Instagram at Bradcaster Gaming. We also have more stuff on the channel at BnB Anime on all social medias, including Twitter and Instagram. We have a website, www.bnbanime.com, where you can find all the episodes ready to archive, or you can head on over to your favorite listening platform like Spotify and or Apple Podcasts. If you're on the YouTube, though, and you're listening to this audio version of the podcast, you are 1 week behind. We have an extra special bonus episode that's not really, because it's just the episode that you're going to get next week, coming out on the audio-only version on your podcast platforms. So if you want to listen to 2 episodes in one, then hop on over to like Spotify or something and give us a listen there. And follow us on whatever you're on. Just do that, because we're vain and we like the attention.
Yeah, tweet at us. I like to read tweets. Also, I like bookmarks. Do you like bookmarks? I love bookmarks. You can get bookmarks at etsy.com/Blue Lavender Crafts.
Yeah, me. I paint them with my hands and paintbrushes.
So listen, the next time that I custom order a bookmark, can you finger paint it for me?
I mean, I can if you want.
You said you paint it with your hands, therefore. I would prefer one hand painted than painted with a paintbrush.
Sure, okay. I will hand paint the next bookmark you order. Yeah.
Oh, God, I love it so much.
That's it. Goodbye.
Yeah, that's it. Love you all. See you next time. Bye-bye.